Everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about goal planning, and I'm going to talk about 18 goals that I'm setting for myself in 2018. And so I was inspired to do it by Lululemon via Jules and Sarah, and they have an amazing podcast and you should go check it out if you have not already. So they had a guest from Lululemon in the UK, and she talked about this really cool way that Lululemon tracks goals. So I guess they've been doing it a couple of years now, but because it's 2018, there's 18 goals to set. So I have worked on setting some goals. So I'm going to tell you what they are. And throughout this year, I am going to update you on my progress. Okay, so first thing I'll tell you is that Lululemon sets this up into 4 categories. So their first category is start easy. So write down the things that you know that you'll do. So the first thing I want to do is I want to donate old clothes, because I have too many old clothes and I want to get them out of my house to create more space. Another thing they mentioned on the podcast is that when we're setting goals, it's really important to put a time frame. So for some of these, you'll see that I just have by the end of the year, but this one I'm going to say by June, because I think that'll help me kind of feel like I need to do it sooner rather than later. The second one is to cook 2 new recipes each month. Okay, to try new food and practice cooking. Okay, I want to use my crock pot once. Should we call it a slow cooker? Let's call it a slow cooker. So I've received a slow cooker as a gift, I think 2 to 3 Christmases ago, and it has still never been unwrapped. So my goal is to find a recipe for a slow cooker and to do this once. So my final goal for the easy one is to get my surfaces organized. And I think I'm going to say for that by May. You know, lots of little things here and there, and I just want to get things organized and clean. So that's my easy goal. So then let's see, heating up. So these are supposed to be the goals that are a little bit more of a challenge, hence will take a little bit more work to actually get them done. The first one I have is get down to 1 cup of coffee per day. And this is purely a health reason. I normally drink maybe 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, and I just really feel that if I can get down to 1 cup of coffee a day, I'll feel a bit better. So then the next one I have is to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to try to get more subscribers, post more videos, and so I think 100 is a very reasonable goal. So I'm going to work towards that. Okay, so then next I am going to try to thank people ASAP. So what does that mean? That means that normally when somebody does something nice for me or gives me a gift or, something like that, I usually overthink it and I don't thank them right away with an email or a text. I'm usually sort of trying to find the perfect thing to do for them or the perfect text or emailed or, and I'm just trying not to overthink it. And if someone does something nice for me, I'm going to try to thank them as soon as possible. And I think that's going to be really positive. Next, organize my closets. So I have a number of closets, and some of them are organized okay, and some of them have way too much stuff in it, and I just want to get rid of it, make more room, optimize my space. So then number 9 is try 1 new makeup look each month. I could also tie it. Should I tie it instead? So try 1 new makeup look each month. And basically this is getting out of pushing myself out of my normal routine and just really trying to try new things, try something maybe a bit more bold, and just encourage me to use some of the makeup I'm maybe not always using. Okay, so then on to the third category. What do you want, really, really want? Okay, so these ones are going to take a lot more effort, and I just sort of have to focus a bit more to make sure I get them done. So the first one in this category is post 1 new video each week. So for this, it's going to take a little bit more effort because I'm going to have to really make sure that I'm producing content on a weekly basis and able to get it up. And again, that's like 52 videos for the year. So I'm really excited about this one because I have a lot of cool ideas. I think they're good ideas for you guys, but it'll just be a matter of like if I can actually like get that done. So 11, I want to go on a trip to New Zealand by July of this year. So the reason I want to go to New Zealand is my sister is down there going to teachers college, and she's going to be down there until December. And so she has 2 breaks. She has one in July and one in April, which is actually coming up sooner than I would like. But I'm going to try to go down for 1 week sometime in that time frame so that I can travel with her. And I've never seen New Zealand. I've never been to New Zealand or Australia. So I feel like this is sort of my big chance to go and visit. I've heard it's beautiful, but again, I have to do a lot of planning to make that happen. 12. Okay, so this one I think is going to be hard. I want to be able to run for 10 minutes. Whoops. Minutes. So basically with that, I want to be able to run for 10 minutes. I've never run before. I find it very daunting, but I feel like it's something that if I just work a little bit every day or every couple of days, hopefully I will be able to get there. And then next is get B's. Get B's on French tests. So this one requires a little bit of explanation. In Canada, we're a bilingual country, and so for some jobs, you need to be bilingual in the 2 official languages. So in Canada, our 2 official languages are English and French. I've been trying for a few years to work on my French, and I'm getting closer to being, pretty functional, I think. But it does take a lot of work. So there's 3 tests in your second language. It's reading comprehension, written expression, and then an oral test. Right now, I have a B level. There's 3 tests. There's also 3 main levels, A, B, and C. A being the weakest, B is sort of medium French, and C is like advanced good French. So basically right now I have a B in the oral French, and so my goal is to get my written comprehension and my reading test at the B level. It would be really positive for future job prospects, and so I think that's something that if I work hard and I study, I can get to sometime this year. So 14. So this is figure out TFSA, tax-free saving account / investing. So unfortunately, I know that this is a little bit vague, which is not great. But basically, what I mean by this is by the end of this year, I would like to understand the options when you open a tax-free savings account. I want to try to figure this out and try to start investing because I'm sort of at a point in my life where I feel like I need to start investing properly and be an adult. Okay, so this final section, it's called These Are the Big Ones. Scared? That's a good thing. Am I scared? Maybe. But I think basically it's just scared that they won't happen. And so again, on the podcast, they said like, put things down here. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. But like working towards them. So one is get paid by YouTube. So this is a little bit problematic now because YouTube has changed how they let people monetize their videos. And so before this was a little bit higher up my list, but with the changes that came in January of 2018, it's not because I want this to be like a full-time revenue source. I have a full-time job, but I really like the idea of working towards something and having that, I guess, recognized. So I would love to be able to say like, oh, I've done like some hard work and like now we have this. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Before I can even start on this, I need to get my channel a little bit up to snuff. You folks can help with that. If you're liking this video, even though it's very long and rambly, please subscribe. It'll give me a signal that like, okay, people are interested. Leave me a comment if you want to like my video. But I would be very excited to succeed at that. All I'm going to say. So next, I want to save money for a house or a horse. What's going on? I'm going to save money for a house. At some point, I would like to buy a house that's got some more space and maybe a bit of a backyard. So every month I'm putting a bit of money aside so that I can save up for that. And then, this is kind of my favorite, go to London this year on vacation. So London, I love London, London, United Kingdom, not London, Ontario. Sorry. But I love London. It's my favorite city in the world. I just love being there. I love wandering around. There's so many awesome people there. I love it. I love to go there on vacation. But because we're going to New Zealand, hopefully to see my sister, this might be more difficult. It's going to require a lot of saving and a lot of planning and trying to get good deals and also, rationing my vacation days at work. So I hope it happens, but if it doesn't, I guess that's okay. And then finally, I would love to work out before work, before I go to work. So it maybe sounds less work. So this would be amazing to me, and I think it would make such a difference to my life. I think I would feel better. My energy would be up. I'd be so proud of myself. The only thing is I don't know how to make it happen because I am so tired in the morning. I am not a morning person. It is like terrible. So if I could figure out a way to motivate myself to make this easier, to be less tired so I could go and do a workout before I go to work in the morning, I would be so happy. So again, this is kind of a big one, but I think this would be a huge change to my life. So these are the 18 goals that I've come up with. My plan, or my other goal, my bonus goal, if you will, is to update you folks once a month on how this is going and kind of let you know, and hopefully maybe we can have a bit of a dialogue about your goals and how to achieve goals and give each other advice if any of you are working on goals similar to this or have other goals. If anyone's still watching, feel free to comment a happy face star-eyed emoji to let me know that you made it to the end. Let's keep it going. If you have a YouTube page and you're doing goal planning, feel free to put the link in comments so we can sort of share with each other. I think that's also a great idea. Wish me luck on my 18 and 18. And again, thank you to Lululemon for inspiring this. And a special thank you to Jules and Sarah. They're awesome, and you should go check them out. I will leave the link to their podcast in the description bar below. And have an awesome day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!